A variety of local produce was on sale at the Whitehouse Farmers Market over the weekend. Whether it's a farmer's market or a grocery store, fresh food will only last so long. To learn about how to maintain those natural flavors, our Michael Richardson spoke with East Texas farmers.
There is nothing quite like fresh food. That starts with the ingredients, which depending on what you use can worsen quickly. Bethany Reynolds is an East Texas farmer who was at this weekend's Whitehouse Farmers Market. She says preservation techniques depend on the type of produce.
If we sell tomatoes and that sort of thing, we normally recommend that goes in the refrigerator. Things like onions and potatoes, those are best kept out of the refrigerator. And then we have things like squash. This is actually a summer vegetable, so it does do better out of the refrigerator for just a short amount of time, or you can keep it in the fridge for a few weeks.
Kerrigan Keener works for MK Farms in Troop. She was selling tomatoes, pears, and watermelon salsa alongside her mom. One piece of advice she shared for the versatile fruit: flip them.
For our tomatoes, if you actually flip them on their tops, it keeps them from getting bruised and it can make them last a lot longer.
As for one of the worst things you can do with fresh produce,
if you wash them and then just put them in the fridge and forget about them, that's the worst thing you can do for them. Right as you're getting ready to cook them, that's when you wash them.
Fresh foods cultivated here in the Piney Woods region. It's bringing a community together for sharing experiences and cooking up a succulent dish. Michael Richardson, East Texas News.
The Whitehouse Farmers Market is open for the summer on Saturdays from 9 until noon.